Alright, so here we are with what looks like the NCC-1701-D Enterprise box, which it is, in a way. They did reissue a bunch of the ships, with the exception of some of the exclusives. And so they gave this in the regular D box, which is fine. And then they added in the All Good Things sticker for the USS Enterprise NCC-1701-D future version from that episode, which is fine. I'm cool with that. I mean, I toss the boxes when they don't fit inside the storage boxes that I have anyway, so no great loss for me to not have a super cool individual packaging and all that. But here's the box. Got the weird little card down there. Yeah, so there we go. We'll check out the ship here real quick. Alright, here we are with the future D out of the box. I know I didn't show it in this video in the box, but in the unboxing video that I did, you kind of saw it in there, so that's kind of cool. There's quite a few complaints I got on this one, which, yeah, I don't mind some errors so much, but some stuff's just like, really? Like the main one that I have a problem with is the engines, because they totally forgot the little Starfleet pennant there. It has like the little stylized arrow with the red lines. I'll grab the regular D real quick and just to show you. Okay, so here's the regular D. As you can see, she's got the nice bright red and white stripes on there, and they should have been on the engine in about the same spot, but then they would have been truncated because the new one has the new intercooler bumps, whatever those are, for the engines. So that's my chief complaint, like markings. Like, the first thing you want on your ship is a nice registry marking and name, and then you want these, you know, these here and the ones that go on the hull, which on this one they're not on the sides on the D, but there is one on the bottom right there. So that's the markings you want. Everything else is like optional. Like, they did a fantastic job with all the escape pods and all that stuff, and all the windows. You guys, I'll take a look at it here real quick while I put the other ship down. So yeah, you got the add-ons there. You got the pod bump things there on the engines. You got the third engine itself, along with the attachment point for it, this other fairing thing, and new impulse engines, which on the previous one there was one single small impulse engine down lower on the hull, and now it's got the big dual ones right there. They've also added in the fins underneath that stick out right here underneath the engines there, as well as adding in a, looks like a photon torpedo kind of pod thing on top of the battery cover there with the yellow poking out. Get it back in focus now. Focus, focus, focus. Let's back out here a little bit. So we got this pod thing that's on the battery cover, and then two pretty flexible rubbery, I don't know, antenna, phasers, phase cannons. I don't know what the technology is for all the added on parts for the future D, because I haven't got my owner's manual yet. And then of course the other thing is the big chunky weapon looking device here on the bottom. So it's pretty neat. It's got some other stuff on there. So pretty cool. Everything looks great except for those markings. Now the fit isn't perfect on the add-on parts. Like you can see, like the big gap on the engine there, and then I had to squeeze together several parts. Like these have a habit of coming apart, which I need to glue, and it's fine. Like the minor stuff like that is fine, but leaving off those right there, man, unless they give us some really good dry rub transfer decals or some really good wet water slide style decals, this is gonna suck. Because like the water slide, you know, you can put them on there, and I can gloss this, tape off whatever I need to tape off. I can gloss it, and then put the decals on, setting solution, all that stuff, and then dull it, and it'll be fine. Even though the finish may not match the rest of the ship, it'll work. But, you know, I got a feeling if they give us decals, they're going to be crappy. And I just don't see them asking us to send these back unless there's a ton of them that are screwed up. I almost guarantee they're going to send us another replacement sticker set, the same as the ones we're supposed to be getting with the Enterprise B that's not out. So I don't know who is doing their QC on this stuff or what's going on. I'm sure it's, you know, factory stuff where everything was set up and then somehow or another it got messed up. But man, really disappointed in that. Another thing would have been a bummer if the lights didn't work. And you can kind of tell I've had the lights on the running light position, I guess you could call it, during the video here. So you can see like all 3 engine lights light up nice and bright. You got a pinkish bridge light, which in the first version of the regular D was white, and the later version I think was like a reddish orange. And then you got all the impulse engines there. And then you got the big deflector down here. So yeah, all those lights look great and everything. One other issue I had with mine, which is minor, you know, I'd be fine with the decals if they were on there and everything, and then this ship would have been fine. But yet again, just like my original D, I got a voice chip problem. Which now it's not going to play the voice, of course. It's going to go through all the sound effects, but let's see.
Raise the shield.
Yeah, that's supposed to be Admiral Riker. Sounds more like Alvin from the Chipmunks there. Got the klaxon. You got all this stuff.
Set a course for Federation Space, Warp 13.
That's right. Because he has to go back to the Lollipop Guild. That's why I have to go to Warp 13. And the impulse lights flicker.
Engage cloak.
Yeah. So yeah.
Raise the shield.
Yeah, that's back where we were. Yeah, so I mean overall I like the sculpt, I like the add-ons. I wish the fit was a little bit better on the add-ons. But like I've already said like 3 times, my chief complaint is definitely the decaling being messed up. So, and also the stand. It's on the mini stand for the saucer section right now, which you can swap these out. But the main stand cracked on me because what they've done, if I can pop this back off, is now you have this white silicone thing where the darker plastic, clear plastic was. I don't know if it's the softness of this, because this is actually kind of hard, but it's still flexible enough to grip the ball underneath there, and you know it does okay. It's a little bit of a challenge to balance these things because they're pretty heavy, but this sleeve fits over it and it has your connection point. But because of this thing is such a cone shape, on there it's cracked in several places. There's small cracks, and there's one big one that I filled in with super glue. I'm not sure if we can get that on the camera or not, but try to get it in there. You can kind of see. Yeah, so I had it on there like that. When you get it, it's like that, and so I was squeezing the ship onto here, and when I did that, it squeezed it all the way down to the very bottom of this, and it cracked the stand. So it kind of sucks. I mean, I can totally. I've already done this a couple of times. Just swap out the head of the stand here, which oops, I shouldn't have to do. But this one's got some cracks on it too already. Snap it on there, and so there's the big stand. One thing I didn't show with the regular D. Crack this stand too. Is that this actually nests inside the big stand. So don't worry about stowing that away somewhere. You can totally stick it up underneath there. It actually clips into place, and it's hidden fairly well. And then you can do that, and you can stick your D back on there where she's supposed to go, and there you go. Just like the previous one, the saucer section comes off and it makes the noise.
prepared to separate the saucer section.
So you get that, you get the Riker voice in there. And you get the redocking sound. So there you go. Definitely going to give this one about a 6 out of 10 because of fit, decals, the stand, and my voice chip. So that's 4 points off. I've already contacted Big Bad Toy Store where I got it from about it, so hopefully we get some kind of resolution going on. I mean, if nothing else, if I get some decent decals for that, then I'll be okay. I mean, I can probably scavenge some from some old AMT kits if I had to, but I shouldn't have to. Alright, now to wrap this up, we're going to go through and talk about some other famous alternate universe enterprises. Namely, not that one. That's the regular one. It's this one. Alright, y'all. The ISS NCC-1701. Essentially, what they did was they took the pilot episode Enterprise, re-decaled her, and added some other paint apps, I guess. I'll have to go back and check the special features. Whoa! It's kind of wobbly there, obviously. Get her all calmed down. Okay, so yeah, this is the ISS Enterprise with the man, I can't remember, the Star Empire, I believe it was. Can't remember all the Mirror Universe stuff, but yeah, I do know though these were the original Bussard collectors from the pilot episode. Also, the bridge section is a little bit taller, and I'll bring out the original Enterprise for comparison. Yeah, so there we go. You can see the engines are different. You got the vents there. You got those that are a little bit different. You got the Bussard collectors are different. You've got, probably from the front might be the best view. You can kind of tell that the bridge section is a little bit taller on this one than on that one. This whole dome portion right here. I mean, this base is basically the same, but this dome is different. You can see some paint apps are either missed or they weren't actually on this version, which I'll have to go through some video and see if I can't verify and fix it if I need to. But yeah, cool. I think the fit is a little bit better on the engine portion on this, where the struts go in. And then of course the, I don't know, the exhaust area, I guess, sort of this one's a little bit different too. You got the ball on there for the production, and then there's the vented kind of look right there. Also, the impulse engines are a little bit different. Not sure if those are supposed to be windows, and there's no impulse engines on there. Kind of weird. That, and then you got, of course, you got the Empire insignia there, and then also one on the shuttle bay. Yeah. But other than that, they come on the same stand and everything. Just those few parts are different. I can't remember if they did release, if it was an exclusive or what. I'll have to go to the website and check it out. But I think they actually did a different, like a pilot episode version. This is the mold, so I don't know why they wouldn't if they haven't. Version of the ship. But yeah, this is definitely my favorite version as far as the sound effects and everything. It still has the running lights right there, so you get a nice bright dome light and flashing red and green port and starboard lights, as well as a nice bright sensor dome right there. Now you don't have any engine lights on this one. I think that's why she's a little bit top heavy, because she doesn't have the counterbalance of the wiring and stuff and lights inside the engine nacelles there that they're just right behind that balance point. So may have to figure out how to open it up and put some clay in there, some weights or something to balance her out. But the regular audio for it's pretty cool too. You got the standard engine sounds. All right.
All weapons to full power.
Weapons to full power. Cool. So it shows like all the battle sounds and everything on there because it's a warship instead of a scientific vessel. And I think this next one actually is from the episode where Kirk makes the log talking about how the ship's different. Oh no, it's phasers. Maybe it's the next one.
Stardate unknown. The ship is subtly altered physically. Behavior and discipline has become brutal, savage.
There. So that's kind of cool. And then back to the engine. So this is there's 4 different ones as far as alternate enterprises or alternate universe enterprises or mirror universe enterprises that Diamond Select made. So you had the Enterprise D from the Next Generation. You've got the ISS Enterprise from the original series. You also had the NX-01 mirror universe version, which I don't have because that one was pretty pricey, and I don't know, I didn't really care for the NX-01. I might get the regular ship. I mean, I'd like to have the mirror universe for that one, but eh. And then here's the other alternate universe enterprise. The movie.
Arm phases, fire everything we got.
Or more specifically, the J.J. Abrams the movie version. Yeah, because in the movie, they state that it's an alternate timeline because you had, Spock Prime and all that. Yeah, this is technically an alternate universe enterprise. And for the money, I mean, this is pretty awesome. It's sturdy on the stand. It's got that on there. It still has the ball and all that. It has your registry. It has your Starfleet emblems on there. There's no registry on the underside, which I'm not sure if it's supposed to for this version. It has a couple paint apps. It's got the numbers on there. It's not bad. Now there's some messed up markings on here, paint smear or whatever you want to call it. But it's nothing I can't fix, and that's fine. I mean, this thing was on sale for like $8 or something like that. I think regular retail was $24 or $29, which when you compare it to the regular ships that are $50, this isn't that bad. I mean, all it really needs is it could have had a overall coat of paint to blot out some of the light bleed. It could have had that. Could have had running lights, and this would have been about equal quality as the Diamond Select ones. And this thing is loud. Not sure if you can tell compared to the other ones.
Arm phases, fire everything we got.
This thing is, oh my gosh, it's loud. Cut down some of the lights here, or cut on some of the lights here, just so you can see all the crazy.
Engineering reports ready for lunch.
You can see all the light bleed coming through on the engine nacelles, all around the engine nacelles, and
Arm phases, fire everything
all that.
we got.
But still.
Maneuvering thrusters, Mr. Sulu.
Still cool. Yeah, for like $10. I mean, I'm not saying this is my favorite, but as a toy, this is like my favorite toy out of the whole series. Now I do like the Enterprise original TV series design a little bit better, but this kind of meshes the original movies with the original TV series. I mean, kind of throws in some sweeping Art Deco stuff to it. If she was chrome, she'd be like an Art Deco hood ornament, from like the 30s or something like that. So, really cool, really cool. Totally underappreciated version of Enterprise, I think. So, anywho, that's what I think right there. My favorite out of all of them, for the money, is this one. I think I like the design of the original series just a little bit better. Let's see. Let's swap these out. Put the nacelles for that one there. Angle it up a little bit. Put that one there. So I like the design of this ship a little bit better. This one was a great value. And as far as actual detail and everything, this is the winner, even though she's missing her some of her markings. I mean, I'm sure that's going to be easy to fix. Either I can fix it myself, or, man, I hope they send me something. So, there we go. So if you got one that's messed up and you're just checking us out to see if all of them are like that, I don't know. I'm still waiting to hear back from Big Bad. They asked for some more information and some pictures and stuff, and so I did that. So I'm sure they're talking with Diamond Select artist on them about how to fix it. So I'll do another video once I actually get a fix for that. I'm still waiting to hear when I'm getting my Enterprise B, which I should have had already, but I told them just to keep it until they figure out what they're going to do as far as fixing the decal issue. Because I don't have a good representation, but on the side of the I guess it's the Excalibur class, or not Excalibur, the Excelsior class. I think that's what she is. Isn't the Excelsior class? But anyway, that class of ship, on the side, it has the ship's name, and they put Excelsior on there when it should have been Enterprise. So, waiting to see how that rolls out. But anyway, here's my alternate universe collection of Enterprises. Hope you enjoyed that. And I am going to get to these Prometheus figures one of these days. I have a huge love for NECA, especially right now. I've got a ton of their stuff, so hopefully we'll have like a NECA Palooza coming up. And there you go. For this Enterprise, I'm going to give it a thumbs almost up. Once we get the word on how it's going to get fixed and all that, and if I can get another part for my stand, then I'll give it a thumbs up. But really, it's a 6 out of 10 for my version. If the stand were corrected, the stickers were correct, and the voice chip was correct, well, then she'd be a definite thumbs up, and probably like about a 9 out of 10. It'd still do a point for the fit. But yeah, she's got some issues, man. So unless you're hardcore, I'd kind of stay away from this one until we see what's going to happen as far as the fixes go. So there you go for my alternate Enterprises.